Rex here, welcome back to the channel Rex Tactics. Today I'll be driving the 1 Foxtrot 11 London Euston to Liverpool Lime Street service in an Avanti West Coast 390/1 between Stafford and Crewe. Without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so we are back in the Avanti West Coast Pendolino. Today's service is an 11 car set. I'll just be setting up the safety systems now. And let's get the key in. Driver reminder appliance set. Reverser into forward so that we can acknowledge tilt. Doors open as well. There we go. Tilt mechanism acknowledged and reverser into neutral. Our registration has been done. We don't need to confirm deregister. We just need to increase the brightness and increase the volume. Need the wipers going as well. Just a lovely slow. Just turn that to vent and put that to about 24 degrees. That'll do. No pad lights, not really needed. Just put up our camera angles. Be here for a little bit. Just to ensure that boarding is done. I'm not sure why, but first class is definitely facing the wrong way. If I just switch to the free camera, you can see first class is facing Glasgow. As far as I'm aware, Avanti should be facing them to London Euston, so this is strange, but oh well. It's a game after all. Right, our lovely 9 to 12 car stop marker. Well, a bit before, but we are 390-117. Lovely stuff. And we're just going to switch F4 for boost. We're also going to press 1 on there so that we can see what passenger doors are open and how many passengers we have on board. Lovely stuff to know things like this, I will say. Press F1 to escape, and then I think it's 5 that you want to press. Nope. I think it's 7. Nope. Is it 6? It's one of them. Anyways, let's take the DRA off, close the doors, put the reverser into forward, bring the power handle to brake 1 so that we're ready for departure. Alright, let's get this Pendolino on the move to Crewe. Just going to do a slow departure for the moment because we are restricted to 40 miles an hour. Can't really get ourselves a little bit too carried away because then we'll be done for speeding, which will reduce AP for us. But otherwise, a notch to departure is always good, especially when on restricted speeds like 40 miles an hour. And with the fact of this being an 11 car Pendo, we need to give it plenty of time to basically all cross over. If you notch it up to power 3, just for that extra bit of comfort. And there we go with throttle 4. Now we can leap across the countryside to Crewe. Alright, we are really picking up speed now. The vigilance will go off from time to time just to make sure that we're alive. Got... oh, now I'm not sure which motorway this one is, but we've got a motorway heading above us. Let's have a look. Which one are you? The A449 would be that way, and that is the M6. Oh, okay. Fair enough. That's cool. Or it's heading towards the M6, at least. So, one of the two. I always like to point out some interesting details and features like that in routes. Also in the snow, because why not? You know, still January. January can get lots of snow. The West Coast Main Line does typically get hit by snow sometimes. Not all the times, but, you know, thought I'd go with a lovely snow run. Because with it being after Christmas, snow is definitely still not out of the question. So, and at the time of recording, quite a bit of the UK is under a bit of snow as well. So, I thought it was quite fitting. You can see the 390s tilt in pure action round here. As we split off from those two tracks to head around the long way, by the looks of things. Yeah, just a little bit, but it allows trains to go off to that way. Not sure where that actually goes. Of course, if you know, drop a comment down in the comment section below. Let me know. Likewise, we'll continue our 19-mile drive to Crewe. We are capped at 115 for now, then we'll be given the full 125 to go. Or British Rail disused station. It's weird because you know it's one of those old British Rail stations, but it doesn't have anything like station signage to say what it used to be called. If anybody knows what that station's called, again, comment section would be very helpful. It'll just help with like future videos and stuff. Because obviously the West Coast Main Line is not my native territory. The East Coast Main Line is, and how I would absolutely love to have an East Coast Main Line route in train sim world. On a scale of 1 to 10, solid 10. But all thoughts and mind has to be on the safety of this train travelling through, and of course our speed. I like the train length reminder as well. That's cool. Rear free vehicles enabled at Wilmslow platform 2 up and down. That's something to really note. Oh, got temporary speed restriction of 40 miles an hour coming up. So, we'll have to get ready for that one. Let's just start slowing down a bit so that we can adhere for the 40 mile per hour speed restriction. Obviously I'm just making sure that stay running, that sure is. For anybody who's wondering where selective door operation is, that is here. Right, that is just letting us know that a temporary speed restriction is coming up. Let's reduce the speed a little bit more. Obviously that is confirmation of the speed reduction, followed by the actual speed reduction that will come later on. Obviously green signal still permitting. and then we'll have a lovely little T symbol at the end to show the end of that reduced speed section. And then we can jump back to 125 mile per hour again. I'm going to put in a little bit of brake step forward just to make sure that we are down for this reduced speed. Putting a little bit of sand as well, that's important. Another Pendolino going by. We are 10 over the limit. That's not very good. Obviously, we're not down in time for the end of that section, unfortunately. But we have to wait until all 11 cars pass through. So not completely perfect, but you get the gist of what I was trying to do. Also loving this, like, cloud setting that we're getting. There's obviously no sun in sight, but it's nice. Right, we can full on throttle with 13 miles to Crewe, and of course, probably me having tea and biscuits with the manager at Crewe. Because I'm pretty sure that's a camera there. Obviously, the temporary speed restrictions can cause us to be slightly late or on time, depending on how long it takes for us to get there. Obviously, that was their section as well, so that's obviously interesting. I think it's just got us on that one as well. Got quite a few like line side stuff going on, some forests with a couple of lakes moving about. I mean, well, not moving about, they're just appearing because they can't move. What am I saying? Anyways, I'm loving the scenery of this route, obviously. If you didn't know, you can open up that window, but I would probably recommend opening that one. And just making sure snow isn't flying in, essentially speaking. Otherwise, you're going to end up with a wet chair because of the snow, and probably your cab blowing a gale because you're travelling at 100 miles an hour. Because we are at 100, well, 101 now. Well, 102 now, but anyways. We've got 5 minutes to make the leap over 10 miles. Can we do it? I'm pretty sure we can. We might be just that touch late, but as long as it's within the 15-minute margin, we should be okay. Oh, we're catching up to something. Or rather, something's coming towards us. There's a shed! Oh, nice! Another example of where your intermodal spines can go from Cargo Line Volume 3. Oh, and another Pendolino going by. There is some stuff happening, isn't there? Oh, we are overspeeding just that tiny bit. Obviously that you can get told off for as well, so always got to keep in good practice of not overspeeding. as much as possible. Obviously, no matter how many times I try, I still end up overspeeding. Anyways, we'll be going into Crewe platform 11, I've noticed, so I want to say that's like over that way, so yeah, because then obviously this train goes off to Liverpool Lime Street. We do have Crewe to Liverpool, just Spirit Steam, not modern day, but I'm sure you could cook up a scenario with 390s going into Liverpool Lime Street. If not, timetable mods probably if you're on PC. Perhaps. I mean, not saying there is a timetable mod out there, but it wouldn't surprise me if they did exist out there for Spirit Steam. Don't want to have the camera go through a bit of brick, should we? Want to keep that camera. Right, 110 coming up. Gone down to 115 so that we're still gaining some speed, but in an instance we're not down for the 110 way before we should be, because that'll just add us being even more late. And it looks like, yes, this is where we need to start braking. Step 2 brake should do us lovely. Of course, if we need any more brake, we can apply more. Remembering that we are in snow and too much brake pressure applied will cause wheel slip. Well, it will cause wheel slip. So, just got to be mindful of that. Oh, got a Rex Railways Pendolino moving about with first class in the correct position, which is great. I'm obviously applying more brake because I need it. Obviously, Crewe looks a bit different on Spirit Steam. That's our single amber. And our next signal aspect is red. Of course, this is approach controls, so it could change, but we are to expect it to be red anyways. So 15 mile per hour for the TPWS magnet and the AWS as well. There we go. And there is our single amber aspect. So let's rise up to about 20 miles an hour. Well, just before 20 would be ideal. Of course, there's the crew train care sheds. Anything in them today? Doesn't look like it, no. Anything on this side? Nope, pretty empty. Plenty of machinery noises though. I know I could have speeded up, but I mean, what's the point when you're going to end up getting clocked down for 20 miles an hour anyways? I know you could get there on time, but at the same time, we're in the snow, it's difficult conditions sometimes, so... I mean, the real answer is because I was just too busy looking at the depots rather than realising that, oh yeah, we could have sped up, so, you know, there's also that. And as our 11-cart Pendo moves across these points and glides into platform 11 of Crewe, this will mark the end of today's video. Of course, I'll let the passengers load and grab our score before we say goodbye, but other than that, I sincerely do hope you enjoyed the Pendo run and, of course, my commentary. And of course, if you want to see more of the West Coast Main Line Birmingham to Crewe, I have a playlist of this route on the channel. Just slowly approach because we do not want to be chasing reds. And that'll do it. Oh, never mind, it didn't allow us to unload passengers. Fair enough then, we got reduced 97.5 AP for speeding, and we got a grand total of 7,378 AP and a platinum medal. Let's see if you can beat this score. If you can, let me know. Anyways, that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please do comment down below what you thought. Subscribe if you haven't already. We are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. Leave a like and I will see you all in the next video. But until then, see you all later.